Stitchery Decor, and today I want to teach you about a valuable lesson I have just learned so that you don't make the same mistake that I did, because it was a huge, absolutely huge mistake, and I have many regrets. So basically, if you don't know me, I'm Jolene. I run Home Stitchery Decor. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I sell my products online in local stores and in local farmers markets. So the stores that I sell in are based on commission plus rent, or just rent. And what happens is I bring in my own stand to most of them, and then I display on the stand all the products that coordinate with one another. Okay, so here's the drama. No word of a lie. So I went into a store on a part-time deal under the store brand, and it was a store at a Christmas pop-up thing in a mall, and everything went smoothly. The staff was friendly. I had my stand. The products were maintained. I could pop in at any minute to see what was going on with the stand, with the brand, with whether or not things were folded nicely, etc. And then the store closed because Christmas pop-up thing was over, and a couple months later they asked me to go into another store at another location with another store manager. So I'll start with the products, because this is where it all begins. The products began with rugs. I sewed a bunch, put them in my bathrooms. Everybody was going to steal them at a Grey Cup party. And then I built my brand based on the rugs. I've done endless amounts of education in regards to having a craft business, how to have multiple products, how to have the products play off of one another, color theory, display, and quality. So I got the rugs going, and then I upped the ante on the rugs with the quality of the fabric, with the materials that I was using, with the process that I was doing, how to make it quicker, bigger, better, faster, more luxurious, so that people would buy them and never complain. That is my goal. And then I added in dish towels, which, as you can clearly see, match this rug. Same process. Here's some details of the towel if you want to see it. And basically, I got my tea towels to the same level with the decor, with the details, with the stitching. And then I added in a soup bowl cozy. And look at that, the soup bowl cozy matches. Isn't that wonderful? And then I added in pot holders, and now the pot holder matches. Are you catching my drift here? And then I added in a dish drying mat. And I also added in dishcloths. So this whole line of products goes together. And then once I had enough products, I decided I was going to make every single product I do evergreen. So there's a tutorial on the jelly roll rug. There's one coming up for a dish towel. There's a soup bowl cozy. There's a pot holder. There's my dishcloth. You can go watch my videos and make these products all for yourself, free of charge. Tag me on Instagram. Like, share, follow this video so that I can see what you're doing. I want to cheer you on. But here's what happened. I started adding in more products that are things like the free videos and the like soup bowl cozy pattern. And I started adding all of these things to these setups. The setup itself, I get the stand here on Amazon. I'll put a link in. I'm an Amazon associate. If you buy something from Amazon or any other links that I share, I do get a small commission. Thank you for doing that. There's a legal garble for it. You're not obligated to. I'll never know that you did it other than getting money in my account. But that's not the point of this video. I just need to put that in there for the legal stuff. So when I put the stand in, I add in the bins, and I add in, things to make the products look nice. I take this whole stand to the store, and it has all of the products on it. Winning. Never an issue at the first store I went into with this company. But I moved stores, as mentioned, and there's a new manager at that store who was, to say the least, unfriendly when I arrived. Didn't want me to set up the stand because she didn't know it was coming, even though I'd made an arrangement with the staff member who previously worked at the other store, was now working at this store, and was there, standing there with me. So the new manager lady wanted me to set it up in the back storage room, and it could either just live there, or she would move it out if she had time, or I could pack all of this up and truck it through the mall and pack it back in my car and take it home with me. And then come back at a time that was more convenient for her, even though I had made an appointment. So I put my foot down and said no. And then I've been in this location for quite a while. They have a higher commission rate and they have a buy-in purchase amount too. For a long time, they let me just have the buy-in amount, no problems. But every time I would go up to the store or a family member would go up to the store, they snap a picture for me. And I could see things are starting to come missing off the stand, like within a week. And I'm like, what is happening here? So I go up there. I had all my dishcloths wrapped up in little cupcake holders. The cupcake holder thing was disassembled and the claws put someplace else. And things were just going like downhill from there. And I kept not saying anything. I don't know why. And then I'd go in with a new product and I'd fix everything up. And then I'd be like, oh, it's okay. And just this last couple weeks, the lady that had invited me over to the store from the other store, she was leaving. Now I was going to have to deal with this lady that had not been that friendly with me. And so I popped into the store to do a restock because things were running low. And I looked at the stand. They had sent me pictures of it actually ahead of time. And it looked like total crap. Total crap. Stuff everywhere, blah, blah, blah. I made all of these products to coordinate to one another. And every single product besides rugs and some tea towels and a pillow and a few soup bowl cozies and some dish mats that, by the way, my bin is still missing. I have no idea where my bin is. They're all just freaking disheveled everywhere. And throughout the store are my other products. The mandalas were not even on the rack. They weren't even on the store. They were put into storage. So I don't know how the heck they're supposed to sell from storage. So I fixed everything up. I went through storage. They had my crap everywhere in different locations, things piled on things. It just looked terrible. And then I couldn't figure out a way to put the mandalas on the stand perfectly. So I said, I'll come back in a couple days with more mandalas and I'll redo it. And I also have a soup bowl cozy pattern. And if you put it on a stand next to a whole bunch of soup bowl cozies, people go, oh, how cute. I could make my own soup bowl cozy. But this was no longer on my stand either. It was in the do-it-yourself section, which I'm happy about. But they could have asked and should have asked for another set of them as this plays off of this stuff. Super frustrating. So I go in, I clean up all my stuff, and I say to the lady that's running the till that day, I'll come back in a couple of days with mandalas and fix this up and put the mandalas on the stand. Although they have art all over the store, so I'm not sure why they can't hang it up. But anyway, so I show up a couple days later, and the lady that had disassembled the stand, the manager of the store, had taken every single thing that I had fixed and put it someplace else and put it back in storage, put it back where it came from, put it back where she had put it. No conversations with me. And so she was there, and basically I said, this is unacceptable. And she immediately went into, you can take your tea towel holder home. The tea towel holders look like this. She had dish mats stuffed into them. I'm actually going to put a picture of how I do my booth and how she did it. I'll put the pictures right now, somewhere here. I'll put the pictures. So we'll pause. Okay, so now you've seen the pictures. This is what the booth looked like compared to from when I set it up to how it looked when I went to fix it up. And so basically she just dug in. She's like, your stuff has to go other places in the store. We're here to make money. You can take your tea towel stand home. You can take your mandalas home. I'm here to make sure that all the products throughout the store sell well, blah, 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 blah. I'm all for that. I took in piles of camping stuff. They put it in the camping section. What I'm not all for is the whole entire brand that I have worked endlessly on to be disassembled and devalued one little piece at a time. Because when you make a whole stand of matching coordinating products, people go, wow. And then when you take this towel and toss it over there with somebody else's something, they go, meh, at best, a meh, right? I did not work 2.5 years for a meh. So here's what happened. I was so mad, and she kept interrupting me and over speaking me that I was halfway out the store. I had said to her, that's it, I'm leaving. My car was stuffed, absolutely stuffed. I was on my way home from a farmer's market. So I had no room to take this apart and take it home with me. So I was halfway out the store. I was like, I'm going to leave. That's it. I'm going home. And then I thought to myself, well, why should I go home? If this is the way that this person is managing my things, why should I? So I turned around and I said, this is not happening. Your store is at way too high of a commission. You are not looking after my things. I am here to make money. If my stand looks like crap, it's going to get fixed, and this cannot happen. So she kind of backed off and helped me hang up a few mandalas. And at that point I was like, whatever, I'm just exhausted. You know, do whatever else you want with the stand. I'm just going to go home. I tried to leave it on a calm note, so that I could come home and think about it. But then, I believe it was the next day or a few hours later, she sent me an email that basically said, what she was telling me in the store was that the store was going to disassemble my rack however they saw fit, toss things here, there, and everywhere, not be bothered to put out things that were going to sell for me. And if I didn't like it, basically too bad, but they did value my opinion. And so because this lady was nice enough to put it in writing, I returned the favor. However, my response was probably 2 pages long of this is not acceptable. And the fact that you think that I'm going to pay you a commission to represent my product and then interrupt me to a point that I am so mad, I'm going to walk out of a store and leave my products in your hand, representing the brand that I have built for 2.5 years, you can forget it. Like, absolutely. So I basically shredded her in this message and, you know, said that this is unacceptable. And I left it at that. And this, now this is where it comes to the point that I'm mad at myself, because this was late at night that I answered this message. And then I went to bed. I could not sleep. I had a wicked freaking tension headache. It had taken hours of my life, away from my time and stress of going back and forth all week, that week to the store. And now I'm losing sleep over it. I didn't get what I wanted to do done that evening as far as making other products for other stores. And I woke up the next morning and I went to a friend's house. I do house cleaning. So this person's a friend of mine. I do some house cleaning for her. And basically told her the story, let her read the emails. And you know, let her read my email response basically. And she has some management skills as well. So she was like, this is unacceptable. Like, I don't know what is happening. And I hadn't had time to process everything yet. But when I did, I went to, I had an hour where I was downstairs in her basement all alone, where it was quiet, you know, just tidying up some things, cleaning a bathroom. And it occurred to me that I was mad at myself because I had freaking slept on it. I had slept on it. I had let this happen for 6 months, at least. I think I went in there in February. It's August now. So I let this happen for months. And basically every time she took a product away from the stand, she was devaluing my brand, my thing that I worked for. And so I went back upstairs and I said to my friend, I'm like, I think I'm done. And she said to me, I'm glad you came to this. I'm sorry that you wasted the last hour thinking about it. What are you going to do? And I said, I'm going to go home and I'm going to get all the things that I need to disassemble the products in the store. And I'm going to get my things right now. Not one more minute with this person. Not a negotiation with her manager. Not a, why can't we work this out? But because basically she interrupted me and then sent me in writing that I should make an appointment to come and view my items in the future. No, 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 no. So this friend of mine said, that's fine. I'm coming with you. What a perfect thing to say to me at that moment. To say, yes, I'm going to come and help you. So the two of us went in. She was there. Another staff member was there. The other staff member had no clue what was going on. I just basically said, I've had an issue with this staff member and my things are leaving. We're going to do it quietly. There's the two of us. So I bet you it took maybe 15 minutes to pack this all up and disassemble the stand, and I was gone. But yeah. So basically what I'm telling you is, if you've worked your butt off for 2.5 years to get your product to the level, any level, I'm at this level, whatever level you're at, and then somebody tells you that they're going to take this and do this, and they're going to take this and do this, and they're going to take this and do this, while lipping you off, while interrupting you, while you're paying them, you should get out. So I got out of that situation. I have nothing against the store in general. The store has many great vendors in it. But this person had absolutely ruined that experience for me. And I will never, ever forget this lesson. So that's why I'm putting it on YouTube. It's not all happy, rosy sunshine all the time. I don't want to be like the whiner on YouTube. But if you're building a business and you're doing all of this work, you should know that not everybody is going to be at the level that you are at. And you need to drop those people at the station. Don't pick them up. Don't Uber ride them. You got to leave them behind. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. The next one will be happier, I promise. And we'll see you guys again soon. Cheers. I'm going to turn off my camera because it's still not working.